Yeah, so far, just kind of can you talk a little bit about what it's like being, these early practices, gelling with the guys and things like that?
Yeah, it's been great. We started officially last week, but we've been going the whole summer. So we had a great summer. Everyone went home for a couple weeks, and it was awesome to get back here with the rest of the student body. But it's been an awesome fall. First few weeks of practice have been really competitive. Everyone's working hard. We're really building that chemistry with a bunch of new guys. But I've really been pleased with kind of how we've practiced and the direction we're headed.
Going off of that, you guys, there's a lot of experienced basketball players on this team, not necessarily at North Carolina, but just in other places. How have you kind of seen that experience, taking fruition on the court?
Yeah, it's college basketball is changing, with the whole transfer portal, bringing in so many new guys that we did. I think the summer is a really important period for new teams to gel. But you could tell with older guys like Cormac, Jay Witt, Harrison, and then even James and obviously myself. We've all played multiple years of college basketball at a high level, and just coming in with the same mentality that we all want to win and we all are happy to be at Carolina, I think is really important. And obviously everyone comes from different programs, but to be here has been awesome for all of us. And
I'm sorry.
Good. Yeah.
What was it like for you the first time you put on the Carolina gear, given the fact that your dad was working here when you were born?
Yeah, it was a dream come true. I've always dreamed about playing at Carolina. It's a special place, best basketball program in the country. So, seeing myself in the uniform for the first time was a special moment for sure.
Not long after you committed, this photo circulated of you as a little tyke right over there on the floor next to a ball. Have you done a recreation of you now versus then?
When I was at Brown and we played here my junior year, we recreated it because, obviously at that time I didn't know I was coming here to play for my fifth year. But it was a funny picture when I was a baby, on the court. And there's another one, I think I'm in like a Santa hat or something. So I'm sure we'll do something around Christmas. But pretty special kind of seeing myself, here when I was younger. I didn't even really remember it. I was so young. And then being back here, it's a full circle thing.
Before you guys played Michigan State last year, the media up there talked to your dad. He gave a scouting report of you, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Give a scouting report of yourself.
Yeah, I think, if I was scouting myself, one of the first things I would mention is just, my ability to shoot the ball. That's something that really gets me going, and a way I can hurt other teams is just by spacing the floor. And then I'd also just mention kind of my basketball IQ, and, my ability to, have a good feel for the game and get others involved. And I also like crashing the glass. So, obviously not the biggest, highest jumper, but I do go to the glass a lot, and that's something that I think is kind of sneaky and people don't really, expect until, in the game I'm crashing the glass. But, I'd say those things, and I'm always playing hard and with energy. So if you can take that stuff away, I think.
I was going to say 13 rebounds at Michigan State, you had 8 at Northwestern. So where does that whatever it comes from? Because I know Marta talks a lot about the inner drive to get rebounds.
Yeah.
Where does that come from for you?
I think a lot of rebounding is just desire and the want to rebound. If you go to the glass every possession, you're going to end up getting some rebounds. And it's not about being the tallest or the most athletic, but it's about the effort. And if you go, you're always going to get a tip out, or you might get it on the second jump. But it's something I just kind of pride myself in, and a way I think that I can bring value to the team.
How cool is it being part of this program?
It's awesome. I'm living the dream every day. I've really loved it. I love my teammates, love the coaching staff, and I love Carolina. So I'm more than happy to be here.
Paxson, what do you remember about that November 2021 game, being down here as
Yeah, I was excited to get back down south for sure, coming from up north. But really was really excited to play here. At Brown, we played tough schedule both years I was there, but Carolina's different. So it was something I was really looking forward to, especially with my prior history with my family. But just walking in the Smith Center for shoot around the day before, and then pregame warm-ups, taking a moment, taking it all in. It was really special. I was really definitely one of those things that I'll never forget.
Going off of that a little bit, do you think the difference is going to be when you walk out on the Smith Center first game here in Carolina?
I think that's going to be another one of those special moments. I'm definitely going to take a second to take it in. It'll be hard not to smile, but like I said, I'm really happy to be here, and I take a lot of pride in putting on this jersey every day. So I can't wait to see what's to come.
Does that game from 2 years ago ever come up?
It does. We talk about it a lot. I feel like whenever they cover me or anything about me, Carolina right now, they're using the picture of me and Armando. So that one gets brought up a lot. And then it was such a close game and competitive game that it gets brought up a lot. And it's really funny now just being here and being in the locker room with, RJ and Armando, guys who have played, since high school. So.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. What's been your impression of this 19-year-old?
Yeah, Elliot
comes in with a big rep here.
Yeah, Elliot's been awesome. He's uber talented. He's a great basketball player. Super skilled, super fast. He makes passes that not many people can make. He can really pass and has a high feel for the game. And then off the court, he's just been awesome to have around. He's really funny. He's great to have him in the locker room. But I wouldn't say he's neither him nor Zayden are kind of the normal freshmen. They've got a higher maturity level, and that's something you can really tell just off the bat. Having a conversation with them. So it's been great. Playing with those guys.
Was there anything that surprised you about Elliot when you first saw him play?
Yeah, he's got a little bit more bounce than I realized. Everyone sees the highlights on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But seeing it in person, his explosiveness is really next level. So it's fun to watch him get downhill and attack the rim.